welcome to Ride On Academia. Yes, we are still on our series on the subsidiary books, all right, the books of original entry. So today we are going to be looking at returns inward journal. Okay, returns inward journal is also called the sales returns journal. Okay, the returns inward or the sales return journal. So in our previous videos we've discussed our sales daybook, we've discussed our purchases daybook. If you've not watched them, please go over them so that you can be able to understand where we are now. So in this video we are going to be discussing our returns inward journal. Like I said before, our returns inward journal help us to keep track or to record goods that were previously sold on credit and then they were returned by those customers back to the business. That's why it is called returns inward. Okay, it is coming back to the business. The customer had previously bought them on credit, okay, and then for one reason, there are many reasons why goods are returned. It could be because of maybe poor quality or they were damaged while in transit, okay, but these goods were returned for one reason or the other. The customers return them back to the business, so the business is going to open a separate account known as the returns inward book, okay, or the returns inward journal, to record all the returns of goods that were previously bought by the business. The format, like I said, still remains similar with that of our sales journal. So we have our date, our particulars, and our total. Then we include our currency sign. Okay, so in this case we're going to be using our example, a very brief example, in relation to our sales daybook example I was taking before. All right, we have that. Okay, we have to enter the following transaction in the returns inward book of Jonas Venture. Okay, the returns inward book of Jonas Venture for goods returned to them because they were damaged in transit. So that was the reason why these goods were returned to the business. Okay, the name of the business is Jonas Venture. So they had previously sold to customers, and then these goods were returned to them because they were damaged in transit. So the first thing that we must be able to do, like I always say, is to identify the name of the owner of this account, which is Jonas Venture. All right, this is our returns inward book. Okay, or you can call it your sales returns journal, whatever, which of any of the two is correct. So we have that on the 12th of July 2016, we have that Godwin returned 2 bags of rice worth 18,000 naira each. So Godwin had previously bought these goods from the business, and his record has been entered in the sales journal, but like the reason was that the goods were damaged while in transit, so he returned 2 bags of rice worth 18,000 naira each. So our date is the 12th of July. The name of our debtor, in this case, who is returning goods, okay, is Godwin. So we'll be having 2 bags of rice worth 18,000 naira each. Worth 18,000 naira each. Now our folio is going to be our reference document, right? So in this case, our total will be transferred to our returns inward ledger, okay, or the sales returns ledger. Any of the two is correct. So we're going to be using our sales returns ledger or our returns inward ledger. Okay, so from here we'll be transferring to our returns inward ledger, or you can also call it your what? Sales returns ledger. So they mean the same thing, they refer to the same account. All right, so we have 2 bags of rice worth 18,000 naira each. So our details here will be having 2 times 18,000 naira, okay, and our value will be giving us 36,000 naira. Okay, I think that was all that he returned. Okay, so that was all that he returned. So we'll be taking our total, we'll be taking this to our total, right? Since that was all that he returned, we have 36,000 naira. All right, now the next one we are having is that on the 17th of the same July, Vin Ventures returned a bag of sugar, just 1 bag of sugar worth 25,000 naira. So on the 17th of July 2016, we have our debtor in this case to be Vin Ventures. So they returned a bag of sugar at 25,000 naira, right? So we just have that. There was, okay, our folio still remain our sales returns ledger. So we just have 1 bag of sugar. There will be no need for calculating any details. So we just move this to our total, which is 25,000 naira. So this was all the goods that was returned back to the business, okay, that was returned back to Jonas Enterprise. Okay, that was returned back to Jonas Enterprise. All right, so at the end of the month, we'll be transferring this, like we said, to our sales returns ledger. So what we'll quickly be doing is we'll be taking our total value of the returns. So we'll be adding this, all right, the total returns from Godwin, the total returns from Vin Ventures. When we add this, we'll be having 61,000 naira. So we'll be transferring this at the end of the month, which is 31st July. We'll be transferring this, okay, we'll be transferring this to our sales returns ledger at the end of the month. All right, so with that being said, as easy as it is, we have come to the end of our returns inward book. Please, if you've not liked our videos, if you've not subscribed to our channels, if you've not been sharing our videos, please do so. We'll see you in our next class. Thank you.